Turning this over to our chair, John Frank.
Thank you very much, Nicole. We appreciate all the good work you've done in preparing this meeting today. And really thank you for all that you're doing for us on the Civil Service Commission. We have today here at the committee, we have Don Rice, the Director of HR, Stacy Doty with HR, Mike Diefenbaugh with Law. I guess that's Tracy Carter. Well, you're kind of, you need more light. Can't tell if you're at home or in the office. And then Michelle Schilling, Steve Stock. Hi, Steve. And Randy Briggs. Is Randy there? I can't hear you, Randy. I can see you move your lips.
Good afternoon. Most people would rather not listen to me, John, but
That's a little bit better. Okay, we're moving ahead here now. The first thing we have to do is approve the minutes of the January 9th, 16th, 2020 meeting. Is there any comments regarding those minutes? Hearing none, is there a motion?
All right, make a motion to accept the minutes as submitted for the January 16th, 2020 meeting.
Second,
Second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. We will now move on to the appeals. The first one we have is the discipline of Sam Lindsay. Mr. Briggs, would you like to present to us?
yeah, Mr. Lindsay has withdrawn his appeal, the result of negotiations with labor relations, and he will be serving a discipline starting shortly.
How many days?
Geez, I don't have that in front of me right now.
Okay. Who pays for the damages to the drive-in?
Our insurance carrier.
Do you know how much that was out of curiosity?
I do not know. I haven't seen the bill yet.
Okay, we'll talk about this at the next meeting. We've heard a request for withdrawal. Members of the commission, are there comments?
I have no further comments or questions.
Steve,
No questions.
is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion in the appeal of discipline of Mr. Sam Lindsay. Due to the fact that the appeal has been withdrawn, we will no longer need to hear that case today.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes. Next is the appeal of Wendell Mitchell. Mr. Briggs.
Mr. Mitchell has also withdrawn his appeal and has reached a agreement with labor relations with regard to his discipline.
Thank you. Members of the commission, comments or questions?
No questions or
No
comments.
questions, no comments.
Is there a motion?
Mr. Chair, I approve or accept the withdrawal of appeal for Mr. Mitchell.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Good. Next one is William Simpson. Mr. Briggs.
Mr. Simpson has withdrawn his appeal and has also reached a agreement with labor relations with regard to his discipline.
Thank you. Members of the commission, any comments?
No comments.
Questions?
No questions, no comments.
A motion?
Can make a motion that in light of the fact that Mr. Simpson has withdrawn his appeal, make a motion that we no longer need to hear this case.
Thank you very much. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you. Carried. Appeal of discipline of Harvey Smith. Mr. Rice,
Yes, the Department of Human Resources has
could you
received a
speak up
request.
a little bit? I'm having trouble hearing you.
The Department of Human Resources has received a request for continuance from Mr. Smith due to some extenuating circumstances. I believe there was a death in his family. So he would respectfully request that his appeal be continued until the next Civil Service Commission meeting.
Thank you. Questions, comments from the members of the commission?
Questions, no comments. Mr. Chair, make a motion that we accept the request for continuance in the matter of the appeal of Mr. Harvey Smith.
Thank you. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Speaking about the next meeting, I looked at the calendar for October, and how would October 29th work?
Excuse me, Chairman Frank, you might want to ask if there's any other new business for the.
I'm not
committee.
finished yet.
Okay,
I'm not, I got my orders from what to do, but while we talked about the next meeting, I brought it up as a logical sequence.
I withdraw my concern.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Mr. Chair,
Yes,
October 29th works for me on my end.
good. Steve?
I'm fine with 29th of October.
Okay, in that question, Mr. Rice, the commission would like to have the meeting on the 29th, subject to your availability and assuming we have an agenda, et cetera, et cetera. So in the next couple weeks, please confirm or let us know if it doesn't work and we'll try something else.
That's just a question, Mr. Chairman. This appeal that we just asked for a continuance on is, I'm asking this for Mr. Rice and Mr. Briggs. Is that going to be an issue if we put it off that long?
You have a good point there. But when you ask for continuance, let's hope that they resolve the matter. But we're having this problem now that we don't meet monthly, that things get delayed. And Mr. Rice, what is your thoughts on the matter?
My thoughts on the matter is that if it can be resolved prior to October 29th, then we will resolve it. If Mr. Smith would like to have a hearing prior to October 29th to resolve this issue, it would be subject to call by the commission.
Okay, let me ask you a technical question. When you're set for a hearing and you ask for a continuation, we don't have to worry about the 30-day requirement.
I'm going to defer to Mr. Deffelfall for that answer, but I believe that you're correct.
Yes, Mr. Frank, that he has waived the 30-day time limit per the rules.
Going back to Mr. Smith here, Mr. Rice, what was his crime and what was his punishment proposed?
You know, I do not have that information in front of me. Mr. Briggs, would you might happen to have that?
Yes, he was insubordination. He was given 10 days. We made an offer to him that was less than the 10 days. He did not take it, so he wanted to go to hearing.
What is your city's position on delaying this matter until October?
We have no objection. That would be up to Mr. Smith's rights as with regard to whether or not he wants an earlier one. And I agree with Mr. Deffenbaugh that he's waived any time considerations by asking for a continuance.
Members of the commission, do you have any comments or questions about this discussion?
I have no questions or comment. That's fine. We can wait till October if there's no other issue to come before the pressing issues that come up.
And Chairman Frank and members of the commission, I just checked my schedule and I am available on October 29th.
Thank you. Well, then we will have the meeting then unless something comes up. Okay, now the next item that I've been reminded about but haven't forgotten about, is there any other new business to come before us?
No, sir.
And is your staff well and okay?
Absolutely.
Good, keep them that way. Tracy and Steve, any comments or questions?
I just want to thank Nicole and the team, Mr. Rice, for setting up an electronic option for us to continue to conduct business in the environment of COVID. Thanks for all you've done to make this meeting possible.
I
I agree.
commented on
Thank
the
you.
beginning that we really appreciate all that's been done in this matter. I just finished 45 minutes ago, another Zoom meeting I had to conduct, so I'm all warmed up for this afternoon. Is anybody else that has anything they would like to say today? I see Stacy staring at me on the camera. And anybody else? Well, I hear nothing. I wish you all well for the rest of the summer. Please keep your mask on. Hopefully that we can meet, things will be ready that we can meet in October in person. I kind of miss seeing people. That's one of the bad things about COVID. I don't get a chance to see friends and people as much as I did. So anyway, is there any other business from anybody? Hearing none, we are adjourned, and thank you very much. And again, Nicole, thank you, and our producer.
Thanks,
everyone.
everyone. Stay safe.
All right, you as well. The meeting is now concluded.